Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Sunday the 6th of December 2020. Thanks for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I'm using the Golden Girls Tarot for today's reading. Someone in the comments yesterday asked me to use this deck, so it didn't take much convincing for me to get these cards out. I absolutely love this deck. And also Laura recently sent me a t-shirt with the Golden Girls on it. So thank you again, Laura, but it seems to be the season of the Golden Girls. So let's see what they have to say about this day. Oh, and this just strikes me immediately. The difference here between the turquoise and the pink, I love bright colors. So as far as I'm concerned, this is already a triumph here, just the juxtaposition of these two amazing colors. I love that. And this deck is really friendly and it's a little bit fun. So look, the Chariot, we've got Blanche with these two kind of bodybuilders there in front, them going bowling. So let's have a look at what this joyous, fun deck has to say about Sunday, the 6th of December, and what energy you'll be working with on this day. So let's have a look. First card, we have Dorothy as the world. How lovely. Okay. Oh, then we've got poor Rose upset here, the Four of Cups, holding onto a pillow to try and comfort herself. Bless her. And then finally we have Blanche harvesting some pentacles there, having a grand old time. So we've got lots of different energy. We've got a major arcana card, so a major fundamental life theme, understanding of the self, and two minor arcana cards, so temporary circumstances which are going to influence you on this day. Okay, so the world, you can see that Dorothy is at her most regal here, dressed in white with the lovely shoulder pads. So she's powerful, she's being true to herself, she's at her most gorgeous, so she's really expressing her true nature, and she's in touch with her true authentic self. She's not trying to be someone she's not. The white usually represents purity and a connection with source, and really doing your best to follow your guidance and what your higher self says you ought to be doing. And it allows you to really move forward in a way that's not hampered with negativity. And there certainly isn't any negativity coming from the inside. And she's holding the world here in the palm of her hands. So she's completely in charge of her own life. The world is the final card of the Fool's Journey. So she's gone through all of the difficulties that are presented in the major arcana. So we've got the Fool, then we've got the Magician, we've got the Hanged Man, we've got Death, we've got the Lovers, we've got the Hierophant, we've got all of these major life events, and she has seen everything. She's been there, done it. She truly, truly knows who she is. She doesn't need to pretend. She doesn't need to hide from herself. She's got no skeletons hanging out in the closet that she's afraid of. She really knows exactly the kind of person she is, and whether she's good or bad, likable or not, intelligent or not, educated or not, it really doesn't matter. The only thing that's required for this card is seeing your whole self and accepting that. And just by accepting yourself as you are, you really have the power to take the world into the palm of your hand, and you can decide where you want to be located, how you want to run the world. So you're really in charge of everything that's going on in your life, and you get to make decisions because you have true understanding of the self. Then we've got this wreath here, nice and tropical. We've got these two flowers. Are they, they're not hibiscus flowers. What are these? They have these in Hawaii. I can't remember what they're called. And then we have these kind of palm fronds forming this lovely circle. And that represents completion and spirituality and protection. So even if her life circumstances are difficult, it doesn't matter, because knowing the self, this card says that the most powerful thing that you can do in your life is to really accept and to know yourself, regardless of the things that you dislike, the things that you do like and that you celebrate. It's about accepting the whole package. And there's a lot of power in that acceptance. And it protects you. It allows you to act the way you truly are, or to behave in alignment to your true nature and to find passion in that acceptance. So you may think, oh, okay, well, I'm accepting myself, how boring I am, who I am, what's in it for me? Well, what's in it for you is that when you stop resisting certain parts of yourself and you embrace the whole thing, that's when you can really flourish. And that's when your higher self, your true self, can emerge and you really open up like a flower and you enjoy the positive, fun things in life. So this is really a nice sign that you take total ownership of who you are. If you feel like you owe someone an apology, you're going to find it quite easy to make that apology without feeling defensive or threatened, because no one can touch you. You're completely protected. If there's something that's difficult, it doesn't just have to be an apology to another person. It can be any circumstance in your life that feels challenging or that you feel like you haven't been able to handle up until now. If you approach it again today, you have all of your resources at your disposal and you'll be able to handle whatever it is that comes your way. The Four of Cups usually represents someone who is kind of shut down and not grateful and not receptive to the good things that are coming his or her way. In this card, it's a little bit different. We have Rose kind of sulking she seems upset and she's hugging this pillow to kind of make things feel better. So she's got these 3 cups here. So she's still got good things in her life, but she's focusing on the negative and she's upset by something and she's not feeling it and she's just trying to get rid of that feeling and she's missing an opportunity for her hopes and dreams being realized or for her to feel amazing or for her to have a good time. And the card says, don't get stuck in your own feelings. It's going to be unhelpful. Rather than get stuck in them by resisting them and trying to say, I don't want to feel this is unpleasant. Instead, go back to the world and say, okay, let me feel everything, which isn't that easy for most of us. Not everyone loves to feel their own feelings, but today it's important to feel your own feelings because it really allows you to put that pillow down, to put it here on the back of the sofa so you're actually comfortable and you're not clinging on to things and you're receptive to other positive opportunities coming your way. Water represents love and spirituality, family and connections which are really intimate and truthful. So by not resisting and not trying to protect yourself, something really fabulous can come into your life in the shape and form of another person who you may be interested in and who presents you with a lot of qualities that may improve your life, or it's something that you fall in love with, an activity. It could be a great day in meditation. And that's actually quite interesting because this card also says that if you have unresolved issues about yourself, or if you've been struggling to make a connection with something bigger, you're going to find that easy today if and when you accept things as they truly are, not as you would like them to be. Also, what I'm getting is that if you focus on the negative stuff, other people are going to pick up on that quite easily. And rather than enjoying yourself and really being able to step into your own power, there's going to be focus on the negative, and that'll get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it can really color your day. Also, the card is at the center here, so it's really important to make a choice. Am I going to focus on the things that I haven't got? Or am I going to focus on the good stuff in my life and really celebrate that? And it's not always that easy. You know, sometimes things feel really difficult and it's just like, oh, but I want to focus on this. I need to work through it. No, the cards are saying that there's no need to work through negative things. All you need to do is accept them and they'll come in and out, and you make space for other positive things to take over the day and to enchant you and to present you with something new. It reminds me, I was listening to someone the other day and she was talking about, she said something like, oh, you know, this bad thing happened and it was really difficult for me because I've already lost so much in my life. And I was thinking, I mean, I didn't say anything, but I was just looking at her and I was just thinking, I was like, okay, all the things you've lost in your life, what about the way you look? You're a beautiful woman. You live in this gorgeous home. you've got the children, you don't have to worry about your finances, you've got your health, you've got a job that you really enjoy. What are you talking about? All the things that life has taken from her. And it's not like she was just feeling sorry for herself or making this up. She has lost things in her life. But as far as I could see from the outside looking in, the good far outweighed the bad. And that was really interesting to me because I was like, wow, some people would look at her and say, you have got everything anyone could ever dream of. The family, the security, everything. And you're focusing on what you've lost and you feel hard done by. So that was crazy to me. But from her perspective, there were certain things that she hasn't got over, so she can't see all of the good stuff that's going on. And that's really a nice representation, actually, of this card. So if you do manage to make that choice to focus on the positive and to accept the stuff that is negative, first of all, use the strength of Dorothy here, who's going to help you accept everything and who kind of whispers in your ear and says, don't get stuck on something. If you do accept everything as it presents itself, it gives you great power so that you can influence your future circumstances. So if you're able to look at the good stuff, we get to the Seven of Pentacles and you kind of work your way through this card and you don't get stuck on the sofa here. Instead, you spring back into action, and then the energy of Blanche here smiling, picking these pentacles off the tree. It's more like a tropical bush here. And the Seven of Pentacles is about harvesting the fruits of your labor. And also, with this card, being able to influence your circumstances so that they work in a way that benefits you directly. So it's really in your interest not to give too much credence and importance to stuff that's negative in your life. Instead, be grateful for what you do have and make a deliberate effort, because it does empower you, it allows you to move forward, and then you get to this a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow here, where you're really able to pluck good things from this tree and you're able to enjoy those in a practical way on this day. So Pentacles is your physical circumstances, your finances, your good health, your beauty, a sense of abundance and wealth, feeling comfortable in your own environment, feeling like you have the power to make your own environment more beautiful and to have a good time. So by keeping things light and positive, you'll get to this place of really being able to reap the rewards of your positive mindset, and you can have a fabulous day where you celebrate all the good stuff that's in your life. And here we've got 4, and that increases to 7. So it's not exactly double, but it's almost there. So by minimizing or halving your problems, by not focusing on them, you really make space for extra good things to kind of come in. So it's really win-win, and you have the control over your temperament, your perspective, what you choose to focus on. And that discipline really pays off for you, and you'll be rewarded with good things. Something that's just nagging me before I move on to the numbers is that water represents relationships. So the negativity could come from someone saying something to you, or someone in your life experiencing something negative and you empathize. But the fact that Rose is sulking here is a nice sign, particularly because I'm using this deck, that someone could act or behave in a way that upsets you, or someone could imply something negative, or someone could actually be direct and say something that you do not like, and that causes a negative emotional response. So don't get into an argument trying to change their mind. Don't slam the door and lock yourself in your bedroom and say, this is crazy, I'm going to cry about this for 3 hours. Obviously, we all do the best with our feelings. Try and see the good in the situation, or at least be willing to see the other person's point of view. Don't get stuck on negative. Get your own inner resources to say, I am powerful, this does not define me, I don't need to react the way they want me to. I can have a party, put on my flamenco dress, and have a fabulous old time. So this is really positive. The numbers, we've got the world, that's 21, and 4 is 25, and 7 is 32. Is it? Yes. 32. 3 and 2 is 5, and 5 is freedom in numerology. So you really have the freedom to make this day a wonderful experience, to bring loads of positivity in. And what you're being gifted with is the discipline to overcome anything that doesn't please you. So you're set to have a wonderful time because you're in control of anything that could possibly derail you. And because you have such great ability to manage your own feelings and your moods, you can really have a lot of time on this day that feels really positive and productive and joyous. So enjoy your circumstances, enjoy your life, and enjoy your freedom. Have a great day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to order your reading with me. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. Have a wonderful Sunday, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.